Good evening and welcome to the Irish Art Show, broadcast to you from the Scientology Community Centre. Tonight's show is our Culture Night special, and we're delighted to welcome Fin Furey and his band to mark the occasion. Fin brings his own unique bluesy vocal to every performance, and tonight he will be accompanied by Furey and James McDonald. Please welcome them to the show.
For that one. That was a tune called Death by Trad. It's a song that I released recently called Rule by Chance. Life a game ruled by chance, walk the tightrope of hope. Keep playing these same games, see how they unfold. Shatter one soul, begin to chip away, then sell it piece by piece, saying to a piece. The crowd of silence will shame and rock those condemned souls who bear it. poisoned heart from words that cut too deep. Are we ruled by chance? Are we ruled by chance? Do we take our chance or live wondering what could have been? Do we take our chance or live wondering what could have been? Do we take our chances, take our chances, take our chances, take our chances? Do we take our chance or live wondering what could have been? Fulfill our hopes and dreams means holding tightly dear obsession through both fail and glory. Round and round we go, round and round we go, round and round we go. Where does it end? The ever wondering what if abyss what could have been. Have we taken chances? Better risking chance than watch life pass by. Roll the dice, kid. Are we ruled by chance? Are we ruled by chance? Are we ruled by chance? Are we ruled by chances? Do we take our chance or live wondering what could have been? Do we take our chance or live wondering what could have been? Do we take our chances, take our chances, take our chances, take our chances? Do we take our chance or live wondering what could have been? So I just want to say thanks for having us for Culture Night. Introduce the band. To my left, Fin Furey on his new tenor guitar, body of a guitar, neck of a banjo, held by a tyrant, and a lovely new shirt. On my right, James McDonald. It's like a good-looking Harry Potter who's skiving off of work today to join us. From his only fan, and he's here right in front of you, James. It's terrible. Right foot up. Shut up and sing the song, will you? No, it's a pleasure to be here with you folks. This is a cover. Raised on songs and stories, heroes of renown, the past and tales and glories that once was Dublin town. The hollowed halls and houses, haunting children's rhymes, that once was part of Dublin in the world. When the ring of roses, as the light declines, I remember Dublin city in the world. Damien Dempsey, as Dublin as could be, born hard and late in Pimlico, in a house that ceased to be. By trade I was a cooper, I lost out to redundancies, like my house that fell to flowers, my trains and memories. I could make you dig them as pretty as you please, a gentle child of Mary from the rebel liberties. I lost her to a student chap with skin as black as coal. When he took her off to Birmingham, he took away my son. When the ring got rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the rain. The gargle dims me brain as Dublin keeps on changing and the thing stays the same. The pillar and the mat have gone, the royal long since pulled down as the great unyielding concrete makes the city of my town. The ring of rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the rain. I can no longer stay and watch the new glass cages spring up along the quays. My mind's too full of memories and too old to hear new chimes. I'm a part of what was Dublin in the rare out times. Ring a ring of rosy, as the light declines, I remember Dublin City in the rare old times. Just get that little stab at the end. That's a real tempo bar finish. Not a real tempo bar, just let the pieces. Certainly that is known. Alright. Little hamstrings there, I tell you now. Not even a knee bend needed for that one. Still got it. Be limping out here now, watch. Yeah, what are we doing next? Japanese? Japanese death poems. Yeah, we played in F sharp or G. Do G, will we? I've heard when we die, all our ghosts align. They die by our bedside. They speak, they say, through you we could have lived such a life. But you are lost in your ways. We lost track of the days, our moments came and slipped away. We live and died this way, locked away. Locked away. great. In time, pain will fade away. New callous, thickened skin, don't smile upon your face. They'll say you lost your mind. They'll say you're only wasting time. They can't see life through your eyes. Are you lost in your ways, losing track of the days, to hide away from the pain? You live and die inside your mind, locked away, locked away. Locked away. Japanese death poem, a poem wrote alone. One last phrase, to live beyond my days, yeah. Are you lost in your ways, losing track of the days, to hide away from the pain? You live and die inside your mind, locked away, locked away. Moments easily slip away, live and die this way. Yeah, I've heard when we die, death greets us with a smile, and all we can do is smile back. This is going to be our last song. This is a new one I wrote recently. This is a song called Dogs of War. And yeah, thanks for listening. It's been great crack. What do you think? What do you think of Connor's new acts? We might actually have a little special treat for you, actually. We might do one more little lash. We might get that banjo, that beautiful work of art back out after this. What do you reckon? All right, this is a song called Dogs of War. I hope you enjoy it. Doesn't mean to draw a line in sand, to say it's yours, build walls, then claim the land. What does it mean to rise and fall beneath the shadow of God's hand? What does it mean when lust for blood means more? The generation lost who know the score. What does it mean to rise and fall by the howling dogs of war? What good is it to learn from old mistakes? And the creed that led us there once still remains. What good is it to swear by change with the same breath evoke bold? Right wing, left wing, one bird last flight. Same game, new faces, roll the dice. Right wing, left wing, one bird last flight. Same game, new faces, roll the dice. Right wing, left wing, one bird last flight. Same game, new faces, roll the dice. Right wing, left wing, one bird last flight. Old breeds, new age, the changing tides. And again, 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 and again. What does it mean to find a person new? When you're with them screaming world seems, while never ending waging war rages on from shore to shore. Right wing, left wing, one bird last for light. Same game, new faces, roll the dice. Right wing, left wing, one bird last for light. Same game, new faces, roll the dice. What does it take for a person's will to break? One more cry for howling dogs of war. We're going to give you one more little fun one, will we? A little party one. A little party piece. Which James has not played before. Perfect, that was our rehearsal done there. All right, Con, what you reckon? 1, 2. Home, brazen, faithless, the old heroes, chosen, blameless, the new age creed, boastful, shameless, the mold broken, identity. Mortal mirror, where life hacks a mercy you steal the company of angels instead of the devils you know. From zero to hero on the climb, compassion cut the road you fellow. Soul falls, hope to the broke, a dreamer and devil collide. Wake up call. New age, new creeds, old beliefs. New world moves on, but you, new world. The only catch is identity. Identity. Wake up call. New age, new creeds, old beliefs. New world moves on, but you. Only catch is identity. Wake up call. New age, new creeds, old beliefs. New world moves on. Wake up call. New age, new creeds, old beliefs. New world moves on. Beyond the grave, identity. Thought we'd do a fun jam there at the end, you know? Keep the lads on their toes a bit. They looked a bit comfortable there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for having us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let me introduce again James McDonald, absolute savage percussionist. Round of applause there. Thanks. And of course, my cousin Fin Furey, what an absolute savage multi-instrumentalist. Bouzouki, fiddles, banjos, this hybrid. And yeah, we got a lot of music coming, a lot of recordings coming out, and they're very excited for what's coming in the rest of the year and what's come to follow. So look, thanks a million. Happy Culture Night, and see you sometime, someplace, somewhere. Until then, good night.
What a performance. What can I say? Absolutely incredible. The whole sound, vocals, oh my God. And my favorite was Japanese death poems and Death by Trad. I have to hear more about that. Finn better have some answers here. You're very welcome to the Irish Art Show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
Great to be here.
Fantastic performance as
You
always.
like the Japanese death poems?
It's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say well.
Do you know what I love more? Your voice.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, you've got an incredible, gorgeous voice.
Thank you. Not bad for a hangover. You know what I mean?
Considering you never wanted to be a vocalist.
Exactly. Yeah. No, thank you. Appreciate that. That's lovely.
No,
yeah, Japanese death poems. I wrote that. A friend of mine gifted me a book called Japanese Death Poems, and he's very into like philosophy, and you know, we've only got one spin on this rock. You might as well make it a good one, and pursue things that make you happy in life. Why not? You know, if you can. It's obviously not that easy all the time, but as much as you can to try and spend your life doing things you love to do. And anyway, he gifted me this book, and it's all about these Japanese monks who, in their last moments, wrote poems, often summarising kind of how they were feeling in their headspace at that moment. Sometimes it's very much like kind of the environment around them, be it nature and stuff, but a lot of the times as well, it was sort of summarising how they lived their life in a phrase. And some of these date back to like 1158, like 12, 13, like really, really hundreds of years old, you know, amazing. And the book is called Japanese Death Poems, so check it out. So I took that idea, I just found that fascinating. I was reading this book, and the whole idea behind that song essentially is, you know, don't be afraid. If you want something, and if you're too afraid of failing, you know, you're going to live your life in your head and be like, oh, you know, Jesus, I'd love to do that someday, but then never do anything about it. And then, you know, years later, you're sitting over a pint going, Jesus, it could have been this, that, or the other, but you'd actually never done anything about it. You're better off trying to go for something and at least fail, fall flat in your face and get back up, learn from that and move on. Or if you succeed, you make some small wins. Okay, what worked for me there, you know. So that's the whole idea of the song, where I'm talking about, you know, you live and died inside your mind, locked away, essentially, like.
It's sad.
Or it can be happy.
Well,
you know?
someday never comes.
Yeah, well, that's it, exactly. The whole idea is it's a heavy topic in that way, where you're looking at it from that way, but you can spin it as to, well, we're not dead yet, so if you want to do something about it,
all you have is today.
get up and tomorrow. Well, we'll hopefully have tomorrow. I don't know what you've planned for me now, do you know what I mean? But that's the essence of the song. That's the essence of the song, essentially, a Japanese death poem. So. And then Death by Trad was it's just an arrangement that we were playing around with, myself and Connor. We were doing a bunch of gigs. We're just throwing around lots of different trad tunes, you know, and we love doing key changes and rhythm changes, and you know, we both get pretty bored pretty quickly when we're on stage, in terms of, like, if it's too slow, we like to switch it up, or if we're in the same key for a long time, if it's just an instrumental, we like to switch it up pretty quickly. And so we just sort of came up with different sort of, I guess, rhythm and key changes, essentially, in a nutshell. And we were doing a sound check one day in a pub on Camden Street, a busy bar, and the place was hopping, and we just started kicking into this kind of bum, 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 and, you know, I'm playing around with some rhythms. Anyway, from that came, out of that was born the Japanese death poems, and we just started adding more keys and more rhythm changes and stuff to it, and now it's this mad mix that we figure the name suits.
And you
Death
can see
by
how
Trad.
you all get on fantastic on stage.
Yeah, the lads
Great
a bit of
buzz
crack.
between you all.
Yeah.
And
James can be very boring sometimes, though, you know. He's hilarious. Yeah,
He's gonna love that.
Yeah, he's good. There he is, there looking at me, sharpening a blade.
Can I take it back to where it all began? Because obviously you are part of Irish music royalty.
Well, they've been called worse.
With the name.
Yeah.
Furey, I'm sure people.
Yeah, absolutely.
know who
Well,
your
that's
dad
very nice of you
is.
to say. It's very nice of
But
you to
it's
say.
the truth, it is Irish royalty.
Thank you very much.
in music.
That's very generous. I appreciate that. And yeah, it's true. Yeah, we come from a very, very musical family. Myself and Connor are very lucky to have that. And going back to that kind of Japanese death poem thing, and you know, being fortunate enough to see our fathers grow up as we grew up playing music. And I remember I was only chatting, we were doing something last night, we were actually doing a different show, and we were chatting about how our fathers kind of taught us, you know, music is a beautiful passport, you can have it everywhere you go, you know. And additionally to that, I remember when I was very young and first coming to grasps of what an occupation was, I remember I was at a festival and looking up, I was tiny, I was probably 6 or 7, younger to be fair, and looking up at these huge burly men, arm in arm, you know, and their heads rolled back, singing their heads off, tears streaming down their face at some big festival, you know, and there's a massive amount of them, and, you know, and then orchestrating this mass cathartic sing-along is this little fella with a banjo on stage, my outfit, you know, and he's, you know, probably singing Greenfields of France or something, and I'm looking at the barman, and he's pulling pints and money, and I'm just kind of, just sort of clicked, being like, well, that's pretty cool, like, that's what he does, you know, and he's going to end people postman and so on and so forth, and then spilling into that's a big thing for me always growing up. It was like, look, if you know, we've only got one spin on this rock, as I said earlier, as much as you can, pursue something that you're passionate about, and that's the essence of it. We're very lucky to grow up in that way, myself and Connor and everybody else who has that was musical family. Even if you don't have a musical family, you have that. Anything could be art, it could be cooking, it could be something, any form of, you know, it could be an act of meditation, essentially. Yeah, exactly. Something that gets you excited to get out of the bed in the morning. Like, if that's what you don't pursue that as much as you can, try and incorporate that into your life as much as you can, and even as just as a hobby, it's something that you can spend time on, because it literally is that you're spending time doing something. Like, we've only got a limited amount of time, you know.
So you keep saying.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. So that's the essence of it, essentially, you know. But it is that I lost a good few friends when I was younger and stuff. So that stuff, like the suicide and different stuff, and that kind of permeates through my songwriting, you know, a lot. I don't write. Yeah, I've written a few love songs and stuff like that. I wrote a song called Here's to You for my missus at our wedding and stuff like that, but I don't write too much kind of love song. I tends to be more socio-political stuff, or tends to be more, life stuff, you know, life and death, essentially, and the journey between, you know, and...
The short journey that it is.
Yeah, well, hopefully, long one. Do you know what I mean?
I want to bring you actually to, you recently organised a successful folk fest that sold out in 2 days. How did that come about?
3 days, but we'll say 2.
Okay,
sounds
3
better.
days. 1 day.
2 days, yeah, exactly. Sold out in 5 minutes. Yeah, sold out in 3 days. It was to Braddon Folk Fest. It was a friend of mine he runs a sauna up the mountains, and it's a great little. It's a beautiful idea. He's basically converted these barrel-top caravans into saunas, and he's put a few plunge pools there, and it's really stunning.
I've heard of that,
it's
actually.
absolutely stunning, yeah. And he has like outdoor showers hooked up against these big oak trees, and it's surrounded by the Tabradan woods. And they've rescued loads of animals, llamas, alpacas, and goats and horses, and it's just stunning. It really is beautiful, and all around it, as I said, it's heavily wooded, and it's just really, really beautiful. So I was up there to check it out, and I was looking around, going, "This place would be amazing for the festival," and. So we put our heads together. Dominic Murphy, his name is Domo, and we put our heads together around July. We said, let's do it small, let's do it really good, and get the ball rolling, which we did. Sold out very fast, and we had a great night. That was only, in September, and yeah, we're delighted. So onwards and upwards next year, we've got a few sponsorships already lined up for it. We've got a few bells and whistles. Don't announce anything yet, but yeah. Really, really excited for onwards and upwards from that. Yeah, we're delighted with it.
Make your own gigs, I say.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, narcissistic, put myself at the end, you know. But we had a phenomenal lineup. We had Kieran Moran, who was on this show, actually. Kieran Moran, he's a phenomenal singer-songwriter, lovely fella as well.
Even the last time, I think.
Yeah. We got on. Me and him got on like a house on fire. So that was the first time we met. Was actually at the show.
Yeah.
And since then, we kind of crossed paths a few times. It was just kind of a hell yeah, you know. And then I got in touch with him to do the show or do the festival. And which we did, and I said, I was doing an FM 104 interview. I said, come on with me and promote the festival, which we did. And we met up before about half an hour, and we were just in stitches, like very similar sense of humour, just two big children, two big Egypts, you know, having a great crack. And so Kieran went on with the show, and as I said, it was sold out by then anyway. And then we had Alison Quigley, who actually was a massive promoter of me, to get me going full time into the music. I was a physiotherapist and strength and conditioning coach for years, 10 years. Played a lot of music and doing gigs here and there, but then I'd be back to the 9 to 5, and she was the one who'd be supporting me at gigs, being like, why aren't you gigging full time? You know, she was gigging 9 years at that stage. So she's pushed me, hooked me up with a bunch of agents, and we're gigging all over, myself, Connor and stuff, gigging all over Camden Street and doing lots of stuff. And Alison Quigley is a phenomenal singer. She's a brilliant guitar player. She's got great rhythm. Her voice is phenomenal. And a savage songwriter in her own right. And so she threw me in the deep end that way, in a lovely way. And yeah, I've been gigging full time now, just a little over a year, and just absolutely loving it, you know. No more time on my hands than ever. I've never been happier. And I say to me missus every morning, I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream.
Absolutely.
So Alison Quigley, and then finally, the last of the Kiltory were the Murphy sisters from Mayo, 3 phenomenal songwriters. The Murphy sisters, beautiful harmonists, great singers, multi-instrumentalists. They're absolutely savage performers, a great energy, and good friends of mine as well. And they were phenomenal. They actually played at my wedding as well. We saw them first in a place called John's Haberdashery beside the Vicar Street before the gig, and we nearly missed the gig because the girls were doing so well, and we just loved it. We got their contact after, and we've been like that. Me and Sarah Jane do a lot of gigs around town and stuff like that. So yeah, savage lineup. We had a trial session as well. A lot of, you know, wood fire burning, sourdough pizzas going, craft beers. It was brilliant. So first year we nailed it, and next year now bigger and better. To Braddon Folk Fest.
I have to say, you should have always been into music, always. 10 years and not doing it.
I know,
It's mad,
just kind of playing around. But again, just sort of a hobby, going back to that thing. I loved just playing it, but I never you know, my dad went down that route. I didn't want to be sort of that, you know, just copy what my dad done kind of thing, you know. I much prefer it.
Do you get that? Do you get people saying, oh, you're
well, I mean,
always mentioning your dad when you're there?
Well, brilliant, you know. His career has been absolutely amazing, and you know, I'm so lucky to have that. And you know, he's my consigliere, as they say in the mafia. Do you know what I mean? But he
I say so proud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He was at the festival. He was loving it, but it's that sort of thing where music was never a sort of. I always played it. I always sang and stuff around the house, but I was never like, sports was my thing. You know, boxing, basketball, hurling, Gaelic. You know. And from that, I had discal injuries. I went down the physio route, loved it, 10 years career-wise. I loved it. I was good at what I'd done. I loved what I'd done. I met some amazing people, great colleagues, great clients, great friends. And just started, as I said, playing a bit more music, living in Canada, doing a few open mics, getting into it, getting more into it, doing a few more gigs, releasing a bit of music, recording, and then just kind of snowballed and just naturally sort of fell into it, essentially, like I was saying, with Ali pushing me over the edge and saying it. But I'm, as I said, loving it now, yeah. It's great.
You know, let's go back to physiotherapy.
Love it.
It was not good.
Music's great crack, you know what I mean? Yeah.
It is, there is.
5 a.m. alarm clocks.
Yeah,
just getting to bed at 5 a.m, you know?
That's a new life altogether. Tell us about the new music that you have coming soon.
Yeah, very excited about that. So I'm working with Peter Eads and Larry Hogan and Beardfire Studio, Rowan and Al. So great
They're
team
great,
there.
aren't they? They're just
they're gems. Yeah, Larry's brilliant as well. Larry Hogan at Dublin Studio Hub down at Westmoreland Street, and Peter Eads is based out of there as well, / Portmarnock. Brilliant, savage producers. And yeah, written a bunch of songs, really excited about it. The Barstool Prophet, Japanese death poems, and Dogs of War and stuff like that I'm really excited to record. And those that I sang today, haven't even recorded one or two of them. And Japanese death poems are in the middle of recording. Actually, we're going to finish it next week, and it'll be on an EP next. Probably release it in the new year, and in February 2025 will be the EP. So, but yeah, loads of recordings coming out, and really excited about that. And we released one recently called Rule by Chance, which I sang there. It was getting a good bit of radio play and stuff as well, which I'm delighted about, and it's getting a decent bit of reception, which is very exciting. So yeah.
Have you a favourite song that you've written?
I don't know. Kind of depends on the mood or whatever. I think. Depends on the song, really. I don't know. I'm loving that Dogs of War. I think when I'm writing a new song, I'm like, oh, I love this song because it's new. The ones that I've played a million times, I love them as well. But I guess you just get excited over new projects, essentially. Yeah. So if you ask me that a week from now, a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now, it's going to be a different answer because it'd be whatever song I'm kind of working on, I guess.
And what about a song that you haven't written?
Oh, they're all brilliant. The ones that there's a few sitting there that are half done, those are the ones needling away, like those Japanese death poems. There's another one called Barstool Prophet that I'm working on that I've just finished 2 days ago as well, which I'm excited
about. Are you
about.
always writing songs?
Yeah, I always have 3 or 4 on the go.
Just always in your head?
Yeah, I'd be in the middle of I could go to bed and I'm lying there, and I'll be thinking of a melody or a line or some arrangement that could work, or swap something around, and I'll just hop up out of bed, my missus rolling. She's well used to it now.
Again.
Yeah. Down the stairs, back up the stairs, Yeah. But that's it. You should never feel bad for being obsessed about something in a positive way. You should never don't be afraid to pull an all-nighter doing something that you love to do, like creative. Don't be afraid to pull an all-nighter studying your craft. Do you know what I mean? That you never feel guilty for that. You'd be wrecked in the morning, but it'd be worth it. That sort of thing. So yeah.
That creative head is going all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Poor Jess.
What goals or kind of, I suppose, dreams have you left?
To fly to the moon.
Fly to the moon.
Fly to the moon.
I thought you were saying the song Fly to the Moon. Okay.
To the moon. Great song. No, just record, release, hopefully connects with a bigger audience and ticking like Vicar Streets and stuff off and onwards and upwards, working with these phenomenal musicians who I'm incorporating in, and just building that, hopefully catching momentum. And I just love to play. I love playing, and I love big rowdy crowds, and just having audiences singing my own lyrics back to me, and just onwards and upwards in terms of that sense, gigging 5-6 nights a week around town, and just connecting with a bigger audience, getting out of Ireland, getting into the UK, getting over to the States and stuff, and letting that snowball go. That would be amazing, really.
Well, when you're in the O2, will you remember us?
Absolutely. This one goes to Angel with her perfect hair. I'll have an angel wig.
Angel t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been wonderful interviewing you as always.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us on.
I
really
is.
appreciate it.
You're such a joy.
Yeah. Back
you
at
really
you.
are.
Back
You're
at
such
you.
a joy, and your performance is just, it's electric.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
it's
well,
electric.
that's the idea. We just love to get people going, The thing is as well, and it's so beautiful as well, of course, like the slow and the ballads and emotional stuff, but when people want to go out on a night out, and they're going out for a few drinks, going out to a concert, if it's a bit slow and it's a bit too much like this all the time, it can be a bit,
They're dozing.
Give them a bit of that, It's good, it's good to give it a lash. And I think there's something about dancing and jumping around like that feeling, when you come out of a gig and you're just that exhilaration from movement, If you're sitting in a chair too long, you're feeling tired, but if you're coming to a gig and it's just such a fun thing, people singing and dancing, and I think, if you can and again, there's so much room for those beautiful slow songs, but I just love, especially diving into more of the trad stuff and like the depth by trad and all that sort of stuff, spilling over into the songwriting. It's just a lot of fun to play fast music, and it's fun to be a part of that,
If you want to wake up an audience, the best way is, okay? pyro flashes at the front.
Pyro flashes.
Yeah, the flashes, yeah.
I like that. That's fantastic. I was going to,
Yeah, you get the front
I thought you were going to say spill a load of water on the ground and electric. Yeah, zap. Get up the yard. Even I'll have my hair standing up on that one.
Can you tell us about your social media?
Yeah. Fin Furey, F-I-N-F-U-R-E-Y, whichever the camera is. Yeah, F-I-N-F-U-R-E-Y. Instagram is probably the best one, or online, the website, finfureymusic.com. It has all the gig guide there to where we're playing. We're often traveling for be it corporate events or wedding events or anything like that we're doing. We're doing weddings and day twos and wedding receptions and medium, slow tempo, fast tempo, whatever you want. And so when we're not in Dublin gigging, we do a lot on Camden Street and Ryan's Bar and Donny and Nesbitt's down in Bagot Street and Devitt's and Camden and all over the place really. So yeah, if you want to find us, social media, Instagram, I don't know which camera I'm looking at here, one of those cameras. I'll just look in the middle across my eyes, maybe I'll get both of them. Instagram, Fin Furey, and the website, finfureymusic.com, and of course Spotify, all those good things. That's it.
Well, until the next time.
Until the next time.
Until the next
Pleasure.
time.
Take it easy. Good handshake too, you know.
Thanks so much.
A fierce handshake.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Wow, you'd be totally energised.
Yep.
Yeah, you would have to be so energised. Finn, I have to say, you make me laugh.
Thank you.
Actually, you make us all giddy.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. It's better than crying.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Thank you so much for a wonderful performance there. You're fantastic. Thanks so much, everybody at home, for tuning in. We'll see you all again next week. On behalf of myself, Angel, and the crew, and Finn, of course.
That's a take.
See you next week.
Cheers.
Good night.